नमस्ते प्रणाम गीता ध्यानम ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् वत्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकीं परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. So today we will be reading the 35th Shloka of the Karma Yoga, third Adhyay of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna continues his teaching. Śhreyān swa-dharmo viguṇaḥ para-dharmāt sv-anuṣhṭhitāt swa-dharme nidhanaṁ śhreyaḥ para-dharmo bhayāvahaḥ. Now Sri Krishna is telling us about, earlier he had told us previously that you should not deviate anyone from his own path. Even if that person is working with attachment, with the focus on the fruits, doesn't matter. That is his nature, let him. And Sri Krishna had told, even the wise ones, they follow their nature. They go by, they conform with their natures. All beings, they follow their own nature which has been given to them by the Lord. Every one of us, each one of us, we have got our own dharma. And in that connection, Sri Krishna says, śhreyān swa-dharmo viguṇaḥ. Śhreyān is better. What is better? Better is swa-dharmo. One's own duty, one's own nature. That is better. Swa-dharma. Devoid viguṇaḥ. Although that swa-dharma is viguṇaḥ, although that swa-dharma is devoid of merit, doesn't matter. Sri Krishna has said, let them do their work. Doesn't matter if they are focusing with all, they have all the attachment to that work and the fruits. Although ideally, the enlightened ones, they don't get themselves attached with the work because they work with this understanding that it is the Lord's work, I am instrument. If some fool, if some idiot, if some stupid, even if he is doing work with full attachment, let him do. Don't dissuade him. Sri Krishna has already told us. Because he is doing his swa-dharma. It may be viguṇaḥ. It may be devoid of merit. The way he is doing his work may be devoid of merit, but that is his swa-dharma, which is śhreyān, which is always better than what? Para-dharmāt sv-anuṣhṭhitāt. One's own duty is far superior, even if there is a demerit attached to it, even if it is slightly lower in qualities. viguṇaḥ. It is still better than what? Para-dharmāt, than duty of another person. Sv-anuṣhṭhitāt is well discharged. One's own dharma well discharged is any time better, even if it is devoid of any merits. It is still better than duties which is meant for others. You do your duty. This has come to your lot, do it, finish it. That's it. You don't try to emulate what that person is doing. Other man's duty is for him. It may be looking so astounding, so nice, whereas your duty might be devoid of merits. But if you perform it well, swa-anuṣhṭhitāt, then that is the most supreme thing. Swa-dharme nidhanaṁ śhreyaḥ. Death, nidhanaṁ. Death while performing one's own duty is śhreyaḥ, far superior than. Why it is so? Because para-dharmo bhayāvahaḥ. The other man's duty is fraught with fear. It is not because that duty doesn't belong to me. If I start doing that, if I lose my life performing my duty, it is far more superior, because the other person's duty, which is unknown to me, what he is doing, what is to be done, I don't know. That is fraught with fear. Para-dharmo bhayāvahaḥ. So Sri Krishna says, let everyone perform their own duty. Doing one's own duty, swa-dharma, is far superior, although it has demerits, although it has flaws, doesn't matter. Do it perfectly. Do it to the best of your ability. Swa-anuṣhṭhitāt. Do it to the best of your ability. That is much better, far superior than para-dharma, than doing others' duty. One's own dharma, though imperfect, is better than dharma of another well discharged. One's own dharma, although it may be imperfect, my own mother duty which has come to Lord, it may be imperfect, but still, if it is discharged properly, if it is well discharged, it is far superior than the work being done by others. Better that in one's own dharma. The dharma of another is full of fear, because it is unknown entity. I have no expertise to do that kind of activity. Here, Sri Krishna doesn't mean the dharma as the religion. No, it is one's own duty. So, that is what Sri Krishna says. Now, this is in fact an indirect hint to Arjuna that what is your swa-dharma? Now Sri Krishna, having spoken all these beautiful teachings, having given all these beautiful teachings to Arjuna on how to perform a dharma, now Sri Krishna brings back that point, pointing out to Arjuna, you are running away from your swa-dharma. Sri Krishna has told him, being a kshatriya, your swa-dharma is to fight the evil. Your swa-dharma is to destroy the wickedness from this earth. You have to fight with your evil cousins who have brought so much of wickedness into this kingdom. So you are running away from swa-dharma. And after telling all these things about the karma aspect, now Sri Krishna finally indirectly tells Arjuna that doing swa-dharma is far superior. Doing swa-dharma, even if one doesn't like it for that matter, there may be flaws in it. It may have demerits. But doing swa-dharma in a perfect manner, precisely to the precision, is far superior than para-dharma. So Sri Krishna is now bringing this point to Arjuna's attention. What is your swa-dharma? Do it. Don't try to run away from it. Because even death doing the swa-dharma is far superior. The para-dharma is always fraught with fear. Bhayāvahaḥ. Man's nature is to have recourse to what gives pleasure and to recoil from what gives pain. Anybody, basic nature is we all want easygoing life. What gives me pleasure, I would prefer to do it. And what gives me pain, I would run away from it. Now Arjuna's temporary setback illustrates this position. From boyhood onwards, he had been trained for the dharma of being a ruler and a warrior. He is a Mahabaho. And he delighted in being trained that way. He was immensely happy being trained to be Mahabaho. He was so happy, so delighted in reaching that stature of indisputable archer. Because it was his own duty, it was swa-dharma, and he knew it at that point of time. I have to protect my people. A time will come when I have to protect my people. A time will come when I have to eliminate the wickedness from this face of the earth. And that's why he was getting trained. That's why he liked it. He enjoyed it. He was delighted. Getting trained as an archer, getting trained as a warrior. The impending righteous war demanded his fighting against the revered grandsire and the revered teachers Dronacharya, Krupacharya, which he did not like. He even hated it. How can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my guru? How can I fight with them? The guru who has trained me in the skill of archery, I have to fight against him. And the idea itself, it was an aversion for Arjuna. And with that aversion, with that hatred, with that dislike of fighting against these revered ones, he created all this background and told Sri Krishna, I am not going to fight. Abandoning one's duty and embracing that of another, enticed by ease and pleasure, are equally harmful. Nothing good accrues to one by changing one's swa-dharma, prompted by fear or hatred. He had even prepared, I will go and renounce everything. I will go to forest and break my arms for my livelihood. That's what Arjuna had told when he had become so much despondent. Steadfastness to duty, on the other hand, strengthens man and aids the building of character. And Sri Krishna has been telling him, don't run away, don't escape. You are a mighty warrior, you have forgotten it, you have got deluded by this Maya. And Sri Krishna is one shloka after another, one teaching after another. He is just taking away that delusion, the curtain of the delusion that has been thrown over his eyes, over Arjuna's eyes. He's just lifting all those illusionary curtains and trying to give him a clear sight. What is to be done by him? Arjuna was about to lose his manliness through a change of dharma. And Sri Krishna had in fact instigated him, castigated him. What this unmanliness? Oh Arjuna, from where it has come upon you? You are such a great warrior that you are saying, I will not fight. For all these useless reasons, for all these nonsensical reasons you have given to me. That's what Sri Krishna said. Even if he had lived a hermit's life as best he could, his conscience would have been clouded, and that was worse than death. Like Arjuna said, I will go and retire to the forest. But Sri Krishna in this shloka he has said that dying, performing one's own duty, one's own swa-dharma is far better than para-dharmāt, than getting into the act of another's duty. Being a hermit is not your duty is to fight. Better fight. Man should always evolve in the makeup best suited to him. So Sri Krishna has now given he has raised a warning alarm to Arjuna that what he should do. He has brought up this point of swa-dharma again, that Arjuna has to fight this war. On this particular verse, that where Sri Krishna is again bringing back Arjuna onto what he is supposed to do. There is a beautiful teaching of Sri Ramakrishna that Swami Chidbhavananda ji has quoted at the end of this commentary. A professional farmer does not lose courage and continues to cultivate even if there be terrible drought for 12 long years. But a weaver who takes to tilling for a change of occupation gets disheartened if rain fails even for one season. A true devotee does not deviate from the path of devotion for any reason whatsoever. In life and death, he relies on the Lord. Now, this is a beautiful example that Sri Ramakrishna often gives, that a farmer, a born farmer, even if there is a drought for 12 long years, he will not, escape. He will not stop his practices of tilling his land, of sowing. Someday there will be rains. That is his hope. That is his dharma. He has to till the land. He has to plow. He has to sow. He has to wait for the rains. Once the crop sprouts, he has to take care of that crop. And finally the harvesting. And then fill the storehouse with harvested crop. That is his duty. So what if it doesn't rain for 12 years? So what if there is a drought for 12 years? The farmer at heart, the farmer whose swa-dharma is to till the land, will never give up. Plowing the land, tilling the land, sowing the seeds even, wait for the rains. So what if it doesn't rain for 12 years? Year after year, he will do his duty. And then, in the 13th year, when it rains, he is benefited the flooded crop. And then he harvests the crop and he sits coolly. But if a weaver, who for the sake of changing, I have got bored of weaving the cloth, let me take up a job of a farmer, let me start tilling the land. If he starts tilling the land, for one season it doesn't rain, he will become desperate and no more tilling for me, it is not my lot. He gets so frustrated, he gets so desperate. If there is no rain in one season, he will give up that farming activity immediately. Not the true farmer. Not the true farmer whose swa-dharma is farming. And therefore Sri Ramakrishna says that a true devotee will not deviate. So what if Lord has not given me vision? I will continue my practices. I will continue chanting his name till the time, till he gets bored with my chanting and comes and appears before me. A true devotee will never get deviated from the path. even if he doesn't get the results. That is my work. That is what I am supposed to do. That is what I am supposed to do, to call on God. That is my dharma. And Sri Ramakrishna says that devotee, definitely he will get his result for all that. Even may not be even in this life. Like our Holy Mother Sarda Devi used to say to her devotees and disciples, if not even this life, in this life, maybe next, maybe next, maybe next. Sometime don't deviate from your path. That is the path given to you. Work on that path. And therefore here also Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna that swa-dharma is the best. You have to get into it. So, and it is better to die doing this swa-dharma. So what? If not in this life, there are innumerable lives. And on this particular thing, that yes, a devotee, what Sri Ramakrishna says, a devotee's life is to devote himself to the Lord, chant the name of the Lord. He can't do anything else. If he tries to do anything else, he will be a great failure. So, without losing hope, keep on chanting the name of the Lord. Be stuck with your swa-dharma. And there is one story which Sri Ramakrishna used to narrate, that how the life of a devotee, even if he doesn't get the result in this life, doesn't matter. There were two devotees, and the story goes like that. I don't remember exactly, but the story goes like this. Once the Lord went to see what his devotees are doing, and he saw one ascetic, sadhu tapasvi, engaged in hard tapasya. And suddenly, Lord comes in front of him, and the tapasvi asks him, "Oh Lord, when will I get liberation? When will I get the self-knowledge? When will I have your vision?" Then the Lord said, "You see that tree? That just think about number of leaves on that tree. Continue your sadhana, and after all those years, each leaf is like one life for you. After all, you complete all the cycles of life cycles equivalent to the number of leaves on that tree. Then you will get liberation. Then you will get my vision." And then this sadhu, this tapasvi, gets so perturbed. Oh my God, so many lives I have to keep on doing this. He is absolutely shattered. Then comes another, Lord goes to another devotee. He's dancing, chanting the name of the Lord. And as Lord comes near him and tells him, "Ask, you have anything to ask?" This devotee also asks that, "When will I get liberation?" And the Lord says, "Look at that tree, number of leaves it has. You will have to do this tapasya for those many lives, life after life, and then you will get my vision, then you will get liberation, then you will get self-realization." And this devotee, he starts jumping with full force. And the Lord says, "What happened?" He says, "Oh wow, wonderful, such a great answer you have given to me, that I have a hope of liberation. Let me go through all those many lives as the number of leaves on this tree. It doesn't matter. I will get liberation." That devotee was thrilled to hear that answer of the Lord, that there is a hope. A day will come. So what? If I have to undergo so many lives, doesn't matter. I will get liberation, and that is the Lord's word. So that is what happens. If we get stuck to our swa-dharma, that devotee, he didn't mind of doing that dharma, performing that dharma for all the number of lives, because that was his swa-dharmo. That was about performing the swa-dharma, than changing over to para-dharma. And Sri Krishna has categorically said para-dharma is bhayāvahaḥ, fraught with fears, because we don't know what lies the other side. At least this is my own duty. I know what is to be done by me. I will keep on doing it. Come what may. So that is Sri Krishna's teaching in the 35th Shloka of the Karma Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.